We've been analysing trade, so let's bring it together now with some general trends. Globally, the overall volume of trade is increasing. Almost 50% of world trade is now in manufactured products. Technology plays an important role. The internet lets us find out about products and it helps us to buy more of them. Mass production is important too. Companies like Kmart are offering fewer products, but they're making more of them. These high volumes create efficiencies and drive cheaper prices. Developments in transport, especially aviation and shipping, connect countries and lower the costs of moving goods. Many products are cheaper and easier to buy today than they were 20 years ago. Now, while the overall trend is that trade is increasing, the pattern is uneven. Let's look at this map. If you want to buy something, you need money, and trade is strongly linked to economic development. Developed countries such as the United States have high average incomes, and they tend to buy more goods and services. 80% of world trade involves developed nations. Just 20% involves developing nations. Our governments also influence trade. They can reduce trade by imposing taxes called tariffs. They can encourage trade movements through trade agreements. Australia has entered into a series of trade agreements with countries surrounding the Pacific Rim. We're part of APEC, an organisation intended to encourage trade. 8 out of 10 of Australia's top trading partners are located in the Asia-Pacific region. If we look at the goods we import, we find out that we're large consumers of tourism, and we also import cars, petrol, and manufactured products. When we look at the goods that we export, we mainly export rocks and crops. We export iron ore, coal, wheat, and wool. When we look at services, we can see that education and tourism are becoming very important to our economy. So we need to now think about the future, and in particular, this rise of technology. And we're going to compare two very important locations for technological development. One is Silicon Valley in California, and the other is a fairly recent city in China. What we're going to do is analyse, write up our findings, and swap and share.